Hey there and welcome to today's video. So before we start, I'd like to introduce myself. Hello, I'm Izzy, a first year physical therapy student, and welcome to today's Hygiene Tutorial 101. And today I will be teaching you how to do the basic hand washing. So this is very important, especially nowadays, that we need to be meticulous or cautious with what we are touching. But first, can you see or identify what's on the clip? Yes, you're right. On this clip, you can see a child playing with dirt and touching it. So, this tutorial or for today's video, we will be focusing on teaching you children on how and why is it important to practice proper hand washing. So, why should we wash our hands nga ba? So, now, there are germs kasi that could be found sa ating katawan. And these germs are very, very tiny that our naked eyes could not really see it. But these germs, when ingested or found inside our body, it could be risky and might cause us different diseases. And these germs that are found on our body are commonly found sa particular body part natin, which is our hands. And these germs could quickly spread from person to person or from surfaces o sa mga bagay na hinahawakan natin to other people. And according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, there are number of ways kasi on how germs could spread or be transported from one place to another, or from a particular surface to other people or one's body. So example, hinawakan mo yung glass door na nasa mall ka, gano'n, hinawakan mo yung glass door. It is possible na magkaroon ng spread of germs from that glass door, from that surface to your hands. So how do germs spread nga ba? So first is when we touch our eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. So germs would likely spread and our body will react by making us sneeze or magbabahing tayo or making our eyes itchy and red. Or example, you observe, kinamot mo yung eyes mo and then after some time napansin mo na bakit parang ang kati niya and then tiningnan mo yung sarili mo sa salamin. You saw that your eyes are itchy or your eyes are kind of irritated na kasi namumula na siya. So, possible na nagkaroon ng transportation ng germs from your hands to your eyes. So, when that happens, you should immediately tell your parents and consult a doctor or an expert. Now, second is when we prepare and eat food and even drinks with unwashed hands, germs would likely spread. So, for example, naglaro ka sa labas ng bahay niyo, you played with your friends, and your mother asked you na, anak, umuwi ka na, kakain na tayo ng hapunan. And you're very excited to eat your mother's cooking nga. So what you did was you immediately sat down sa dining table nyo without washing your hands. So hinawakan mo na agad yung kutsara at tinidor without washing your hands. So possible na the germs from your hands would transport or would spread doon sa kutsara at tinidor mo. And when that happens, possible na ma-ingest mo pa yung germs. So, it is very important na you should always practice hand washing. And also, the third one is when we touch objects or any surfaces that have germs on them. So, kunyari, nasa mall kayo, kasi bibilhan ka ng laruan ng parents mo. So sobrang excited ka. So, you touch everything. You touch the toys that was displayed doon sa toy store. And when that happens, so it is likely na may ibang tao na humawak nun. For example, you saw a box of a toy car or you saw a box of a dollhouse. So, hinawakan mo yung box. Sabi ko, Mami, gusto ko to, ganito, ganyan. And then, may nakita ko ulit na mas maganda. So, you touch the surfaces. You touch the toy boxes. And those boxes kasi, maaaring nahawakan na siya ng ibang bata or ng ibang tao. So, possible na may magkaroon ng spread of germs during that interaction. That is why it is important na when that happens, you should use a sanitizer, alcohol, or mas maganda if you'll wash your hands. And lastly, germs will spread if we blow our nose or pag suminga tayo, if we cough, umubo tayo, or sneeze into our hands or bumahing tayo, and then we proceeded to touching other people's hands or common objects without washing muna yung hands natin. So, magkakaroon talaga ng spread of germs during these events. And you might be wondering, is there a specific time ba na kailangan kong sundin when doing hand washing? Like, for example, pagkakain tayo ng breakfast, di ba pag breakfast may designated time for that. That's in the morning. Pag lunch naman, we usually eat at around 11 or 12 noon. And then pag dinner naman, usually sa bandang gabi na siya. So, may ganun din ba pagdating sa hand washing? The answer is no. But there are these key times to wash our hands that would help you, yourself, and your loved ones stay healthy by practicing hand washing, especially during these key times when we are likely to get and spread the germs. Now, the first key times to wash our hands is when after using the bathroom. Next would be after coughing, sneezing, or blowing your nose. Next when your hands look dirty. Next is after touching animals or their cages. So, example, you have a pet or you're in your friend's house and kahit na alam mo namang malinis talaga yung pet nila, hindi mo pa rin talaga sure. So, just to be safe, just to be sure, you should wash your hands immediately after touching their pets or even your own pets and even their cages. Next is before eating and after playing outside. And also, don't forget to wash your hands if you're helping your parents to prepare your food. So, after that, or even before preparing the food, you should wash your hands. And it's also important to practice hand washing. Kunyari, pag may sugat kayo, so before and after treating your cut or your wound, you should wash your hands. And pag nakahawak ka ng basura or humawak ka ng basura, you should immediately wash your hands after touching it. Okay? Next, so hand washing during the COVID-19 pandemic. So, baka isipin mo na parang normal naman na ngayon. So, do I still have to do this? The answer is yes. We should still be cautious. We should still be meticulous sa mga hinahawakan nating bagay. So, we should wash our hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And before touching your eyes, your nose, and mouth, after touching your mask, especially yung sa labas na part. So, when that part kasi is exposed na, syempre, it filters out the dust, the dirt from the air or from the outside. So, if there's a chance na kunyari nahawakan mo siya, possible na mag-transport yung dumi from sa labas or sa outer surface ng mask sa hands mo. When that happens, you should immediately wash your hands. And also, wash your hands after leaving a public place. So, wag tayong magpakapante na okay na ang lahat. We should still be cautious pa rin at mag-ingat tayo. And after touching objects or surfaces that may be frequently touched by other people, so example nito is yung kanina na sinabi ko, you're in a mall or you're in a park, and syempre, since it is a public place, possible na mahawakan na din siya ng ibang tao, so you should immediately wash your hands after touching the objects or surfaces. Now, this infographic that you can see was made by the CDC or the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, hoping that we people, especially you children, would help to stop germs from spreading from one person to another and in our communities, including our homes, schools, and other facilities. So, with hopes that it will stop with hopes that it will help people or especially kayo children na magwash ng hands, lalo na ngayon na yung mga there are schools na that are doing limited face-to-face classes. So we should not just protect ourselves but also our classmates, our teachers, and other employees na makaka-interact natin. And one step of doing so is washing our hands. So what this infographic shows the steps on hand washing. So the first step in washing our hands is the wetting of our hands. So we should wet our hands with clean running water, so it could be warm or cold, and apply or get the soap. And when you have the soap na sa hands nyo, you lather the soap to your hands by rubbing your hands together like this. And don't forget to lather the back of your hands, between your fingers, and under your nails. And you should scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds, katulad to ng sinabi ko kanina. So, if you need a timer, so you might be wondering, paano ko malalaman na 20 seconds na akong naghuhugas ng kamay? So what you can do is you hum or sing the happy birthday song from beginning to end 2 times or twice. So when you sung the happy birthday song 2 times, it is equivalent to 20 seconds. So that is a hack. So I hope that you'll use it and apply it when you do hand washing the next time. And after scrubbing, you should rinse your hand again under clean running water and dry your hands using a clean towel, or you may air dry them. And before I officially end my tutorial for today, I'd like to show you a short video presentation of myself doing the hand washing. So I hope that after you watch my video or after you watch this instructional video, you'll learn and apply your learnings or yung mga natutunan nyo today. And I hope that you'll also share it to your loved ones, like your parents or your younger cousins, and even to your friends, so that hindi lang ikaw yung mayroong natutunan after you watch this video.
The first thing you're gonna do is to wet your hands with clean water and apply some soap. Lather your hands by rubbing them together. Don't forget to scrub the back of your hand, your palm, and your nails. Then scrub for at least 20 seconds. After scrubbing, you should rinse your hand under clean water. Then dry your hands with clean paper towels. Then use the same paper towel to turn off the faucet.